Happy 40th birthday, Scott.
Happy birthday.
We're just going to talk a little bit about the day you were born. 40 years ago, October 9, 1973, was an exciting day in our lives. We were a young couple that looking forward to the birth of our first child, and as normal, your dad was anxious, and your mom started to go into labor, and I wasn't quite sure it was ready, but she insisted that it was, and so we went to the hospital. But the real reason I was kind of not wanting to go was because the Monday Night Football was on and the Dallas Cowboys were playing, and you kind of interrupted that.
But anyway, I got him to the hospital anyway because it was kind of important. You're kind of a big deal. So we want to wish you happy 40th, and we both remember that night so vividly. It was the most amazing, special night, and you didn't come as typical until 3 in the morning, and it seemed like from then on you always were more wired at 2 to 3 in the morning. But son, you changed our lives.
You did. And you know, I'll never forget that back in those days, in the 70s, the husband couldn't be in the operating room, and so I had to go out and get a little air, and so it was early in the morning. There wasn't hardly any people there, and I went outside, and I got locked out of the hospital. And I went around that whole hospital trying to find a place to get back in.
I said, "Is my husband still out there?" And they said, "We don't know. He hasn't been there in a little while."
So I finally got someone's attention. They let me back in. I was in the waiting room, and then pretty soon I heard someone walking down the hall, and it was a nurse, and she had this little bundle in her hands, and I knew there wasn't very many people there, and I just said, "Is that my baby?" And she said, "Are you Mr. Grimm?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, meet your new son."
Amen.
And that's the first time that I was introduced to you, and of course, son, you have been the delight of our life. 40 years, you're one of the most gifted, most talented people that I know. But above and beyond that, you have a sweet spirit, and you have become the man, the husband, the father that we always envisioned you would be. And we hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Happy birthday, Scotty.
Love you, son.
We love you.